Hello students, welcome back to our channel Deeplogy. I hope you guys are enjoying our videos. Like, share and subscribe to our channel. And I think that you have watched the part 1 video of the chapter The Last Lesson and then entered to this video which is part 2. If you have not watched the part 1 video, the link will be in the description box. Let's get into the lesson without wasting our time now. In previous video, we have noticed that the Franz, who is our narrator, is in a very surprised and shocking expression because by seeing his teacher with a special dress which his teacher was wearing only on inspection and prize days, and our Franz is thinking what is special for today. And let's continue our lesson right now. Besides, the whole school seemed so strange and solemn, means on that day school was so quiet and it was looking so strange, so different. Solemn means in a very shocking way it was looking. But the thing that surprised me most was to see on the back benches that were always empty the village people sitting quietly like ourselves. He noticed one more thing, that the back benches which was usually empty, but those benches were filled with village people on that day in a very quietly, like students only they have sat there. Old Hauser with his three-cornered hat, the former mayor, the former postmaster, and several others besides. Means he saw some of the persons like Old Hauser with three-cornered hat, and the former mayor, means former means previously he was a mayor, and former postmaster means he was previously working as postmaster, and several others were there. Everybody looked sad, and Hauser had brought an old primer thumbed at the edges, and he held it open on his knees with his great spectacles lying across the pages. Means he observed that the Hauser he brought one old primer, which means an old textbook, which was very old and it is thumbed at the edges, and he kept and he is ready to prepare to read something. It was looking like that, the situation was like that. While I was wondering about it all, M. Hamel mounted his chair and in the same grave and gentle tone which he had used to me, said, "My children, this is the last lesson I shall give you. The order has come from Berlin to teach only German in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. The new master comes tomorrow. This is your last French lesson. I want you to be very attentive." Our Franz was wondering about these all things, that why M. Hamel has weared this special dress and why the back benches was filled with the village people, and why the old Hauser preparing himself with spectacles with that old primer to read something it was looking like. In that time, M. Hamel, what is the meaning of M here means how we say Mr. in a very respectful way, and we mention MR while writing. In the France, they use M like that, okay? And he told in same grave means in a very serious, something important he is going to tell like that. And gentle tone, M. Hamel said that, "My children, this is the last lesson I shall give you." Why he told like that? We know that there was a battle between France and Persia. In that, France lost the battle and Persia won the battle. So France has given the two districts like Alsace and Lorraine to the Persia. For that purpose, in Alsace and Lorraine, from tomorrow onwards, the German have to be taught, and the French lesson is the today last day that the students were learning about the French now. And M. Hamel want his students and all the village people to be very attentive to this class right now. What a thunderclap these words were to me. Oh, the breeches, that was what they had put up at the town hall. Thunderclap means very shocking to me, and he can't accept the situation that from tomorrow onwards I can't learn French. है ना? I have to learn German, which is a totally a different language from tomorrow. and he can't accept the current situation now. It was like so shocking for him. Oh, the riches means in sad, he is expressing his feelings that this was the notice which was there on the bulletin board in the town hall. So, for that purpose, all the people were crowded there in front of the bulletin board. He's expressing like that. My last French lesson. Why? I hardly knew how to write. I should never learn anymore. I must stop there. Then, oh, how sorry I was for not learning my lessons and for seeking birds' eggs or going sliding on the Sahara. He is expressing his guiltiness that he did not even try to learn the French language. He did not know how to write also, and he did not know anything about it. And today was the last day which he is hearing the lesson in the French language, and tomorrow onwards he is going to learn in a German language, and he is feeling so sorry for it, and he has wasted his time in the way before by seeing the bird's eggs and also going for a sliding in a river Sar. He wasted like that. My books that had seemed such a nuisance a while ago, so heavy to carry, my grammar and my history books of the saints were old friends. Now I could not give up. Means on the way back, he was feeling like the history book, the grammar book, so heavy to carry to the school. But he knew that they are the old friends. He could not give up like so easily. And him Hamel too, the idea that he was going away, that I should never see him again, made me forget all about his ruler and how cranky he was. And he knew that he also missed his teacher's angriness and his teacher's scoldings, which was given by the M. Hamel to the France and all the other students. And from tomorrow onwards, M. Hamel will not teach for us. He is feeling so sorry for it. Poor man, it was in honor of this last lesson that he had put on his fine Sunday clothes, and now I understood. Now the Franz, who is our little boy and also the narrator, came to know that why his teacher M. Hamel has wearing the special dress on that day, because M. Hamel has teaching French language from so far, and that day was the last day to teach the French language, and it was the last lesson taught by the M. Hamel, and tomorrow onwards they have to learn the German language. So he was feeling so sorry for it, and so sorry for M. Hamel also. Why the old men of the village were sitting there in the back of the room, it was because they were sorry too that they had not gone to school more, and it was their way of thanking our master for his 40 years of faithful service and of showing their respect for the country that was theirs no more. Means now the friends has coming to know that why the village people were seated at the end of the classroom, which is the back benches, because they want to thank the M. Hamel for his 40 years of duty, and they don't go more for school, and they didn't go for more school, and they feel so sorry for the France, because now they are not a part of the France, now they are a part of Persia right now. So they are feeling so sorry for their country and their language, and they are expressing their thankfulness for the master and also for the country France. While I was thinking all of this, I heard my name called. It was my turn to recite. What would I not have given to be able to say that dreadful rule for the participle all through, very loud and clear, and without one mistake? But I got mixed up on the first words and stood there, holding on to my desk and my heart beating and not daring to look up. So we have all faced this situation where we have stood up and we are completely blank and don't know what to say next. In the same way, while he was thinking the France country, all these things, he heard his name. Then he remembered that his teacher M. Hamel has told to learn the participles and that he will ask it tomorrow. And it was his turn to tell and perfectly in a sentence. It was his turn to say. In that time, he was very ready and he was very give his 100% to say that rule for the participles and to say it very loudly and clearly without any mistake. But in this all the confusion, he mixed up all these words and he stood there and holding on the desk. On that situation, his heart beating is very loudly, and he was not at all daring to look up because a mammal was seeing him. I heard M. Hamel said to me, I won't scold you, little Franz. You must feel bad enough. See how it is. Every day we have said to ourselves, bah, I have plenty of time. I will learn it tomorrow. And now you see where we have come out. Ha, that's the great trouble with Alsace. She puts off learning till tomorrow. Now those fellows out there will have the right to say to you, how is it you pretend to be Frenchmen and yet you can neither speak nor write in your own language? After seeing the Franz little very sad face and very confused mind with a blank things, M. Hamel has responded to him that I will not scold you, but you should feel bad that you have not learned those participles of the French language and you have to feel sorry for it. You have not attended any class with attention and you have not learned the French language in a proper way. You should feel bad for it. And generally all the students what will they will think that we have more time and we can learn it, but where the condition have come now that we can't learn the French language from tomorrow onwards we have to learn the German language. This situation has come to the Alsace right now, and tomorrow onwards they are going to learn the German language. And those fellows means German people outside there, they will taunt you, they will scold you like, see how you are French people, but you can't speak or can't write the French, and you can't write in your own language. They will taunt like that from tomorrow for us. He is expressing his sadness for it. But you are not the worst, poor little France. We have all the great deal to reapproach ourselves with. Means German people will taunt us. Until today you are as the French men, but you still don't know how to speak and how to write in the French language. And it is a shame on ourselves that we don't know how to write in the French language. It's not only because of you, little France. It's all of us that we have been disappointed on ourselves that we don't know how to speak and how to write in the French language. Your parents were not anxious enough to have you learn. They preferred to put you to work on the farm and at the mills so as to have a little more money. Means here the M. Hamel is blaming the parents also that they preferred not learning, they preferred you to put on the mills and on the farm to make some more money and to have some money on the hands. But and I have been to blame also. Have I not often sent you to water my flowers instead of learning your lessons? And when I wanted to go fishing, did I not just give you a holiday? And not only parents, M. Hamel was also blaming himself that he told to put the water to his flowers instead of learning your lessons, and he also made a holiday. He announced the holiday when he had the mood for a fishing, and he's also blaming himself that he has done like this and he is feeling sorry for it. Then from one thing to another, Yam Hamel went on to talk to the of the French language, saying that it was the most beautiful. Now, after blaming the parents, after blaming himself, those all things over, now he started expressing the hidden beauty of the French language, and he is expressing that how beautiful was the French language. And yeah, this much, and we will continue our lesson in the next part, that is part 3. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned and subscribe to our channel Deeplogy. Thank you.